The ultra-wealthy are buying islands, not entire islands, just pieces of them, and in return they're getting something most people spend decades trying to achieve. A second passport, permanent residency, tax benefits that make accountants weep with joy. Here's the kicker though, you don't need millions to join this club anymore. The minimum entry point, just $270,000. 5 tropical islands have cracked the code on attracting foreign investment. They're literally selling residency status through real estate purchases. No lengthy visa applications, no years of waiting. Buy property, get residency. But here's what nobody talks about. Each island has different rules, different minimums, different benefits, and one crucial detail that could save you hundreds of thousands. Most real estate agents won't tell you this. Immigration lawyers keep it quiet. But there's one island where the property requirement dropped by 40% last year. Think buying property for residency sounds complicated? Wait until you hear about the island where you don't even need to buy. You can lease your way to permanent European Union citizenship. Let's break down exactly how 5 paradise islands are selling residency to anyone with enough cash. First stop, Mauritius. The Indian Ocean's best-kept secret for property-based residency. Most people know Mauritius for luxury resorts and pristine beaches. But savvy investors know it for something else entirely. The property development scheme, the residence scheme, the smart city scheme. 3 different pathways, all leading to the same destination, Mauritian residency through property investment. The minimum, $375,000. That gets you into the property development scheme or residence scheme. Both programs grant immediate residency status for you and your family. But here's where it gets interesting. The Smart City scheme has no minimum investment amount. 0. Buy any approved property in a designated smart city and you qualify for residency. But the island coming next uses a rule most investors completely overlook, and it changes the entire residency game. The tax benefits in Mauritius? Mind-blowing. No capital gains tax after holding property for 3 years. Flat income tax rates. No inheritance tax for non-residents. Picture this scenario, you buy a beachfront villa for $400,000, live there 6 months per year to maintain residency, sell it 4 years later for $600,000. That $200,000 profit, completely tax-free. Mauritius processes applications in roughly 60 days. No language requirements. No minimum stay requirements beyond those 6 months annually. Here's the detail most people miss. Mauritius allows dual citizenship. Keep your original passport while gaining all the benefits of Mauritian residency. But Mauritius has one limitation that the next island completely eliminates. Ready to discover how European Union membership changes everything? Cyprus sits in the Mediterranean like a golden ticket to the entire European Union. One property purchase, 27 countries of access. The Cyprus Permanent Residency Program requires a minimum property investment of €300,000. That's roughly $325,000 at current exchange rates. But there's a catch. The property must be new, brand new, never previously owned. This requirement keeps prices elevated but ensures you're investing in modern developments. Cyprus also demands proof of annual income, €30,000 minimum, about $32,000. This can come from employment, business income, or investment returns. But there's a detail hidden in the rules that most buyers never catch, and it can make Cyprus far cheaper than it looks. The residency processing time? 2 months maximum by law. Cyprus must approve or reject applications within 60 days of submission. Here's what makes Cyprus exceptional. Permanent residency leads to citizenship after 7 years, and Cypriot citizenship means European Union citizenship. Access to live, work, and invest in any EU country. The tax structure rewards long-term residents. No capital gains tax on property sales for non-residents. Favorable income tax rates for new residents. Special tax benefits for foreign-sourced income. Imagine owning a 2-bedroom apartment in Limassol for €350,000, renting it out for €2,000 monthly, using that rental income to satisfy the income requirement while the property appreciates in value. Cyprus allows remote work for EU companies while maintaining residency. Digital nomads are flocking there for exactly this reason. But Cyprus requires physical presence. Spend at least 1 day every 2 years on the island to maintain status. Miss this requirement and residency gets revoked. Quick note before moving on. If you want full breakdowns, residency comparisons, and step-by-step relocation guides, the Horizon Society School Group is linked in the description. It's where deeper insights live that won't fit into a single video. Speaking of EU benefits, the next island offers something even more attractive, a pathway that doesn't require buying property at all. Malta floats in the Mediterranean like a fortress of opportunity. The Malta Permanent Residence Program opens 3 different pathways to European Union residency. Option 1. Purchase property worth a minimum of €375,000, roughly $400,000. This grants immediate permanent residency for your entire family. Option 2. Lease property for minimum €14,000 annually, about $15,000 per year, much lower upfront cost but ongoing annual commitment. Both options require additional contributions, €68,000 to the government, €2,000 to a local charity. But Malta has a built-in advantage that completely flips the European residency timeline. More on that in a moment. These contributions are non-refundable, but guarantee residency approval. Malta's unique advantage? No minimum stay requirements. Obtain residency and never set foot on the island again if you choose. Though most people fall in love with Malta's charm and stay longer, the processing time averages 4 to 6 months, slower than Cyprus, but still reasonable for EU residency. Here's Malta's secret weapon. The country has double taxation treaties with over 70 countries. This means your worldwide income likely won't face double taxation. Malta also offers favorable tax rates for foreign-sourced income. Income earned outside Malta and not remitted to Malta faces minimal taxation. Picture this setup. Lease a 3-bedroom villa in Valletta for €16,000 annually. Pay the required contributions. Obtain EU permanent residency. Use Malta as your base for European business operations while enjoying favorable tax treatment. Malta's citizenship program allows naturalization after 5 years of continuous residence. Fast track to EU citizenship for those willing to make Malta their primary home. But Malta sits in Europe's regulated environment. The next destination offers something completely different. Caribbean freedom with American convenience. St. Kitts and Nevis pioneered citizenship by investment programs back in 1984. 40 years of experience refining the perfect system. The real estate option requires investment between $325,000 and $400,000. Government-approved properties only. No flexibility on this requirement. But here's what makes St. Kitts special. The investment leads directly to citizenship, not residency that might lead to citizenship. Full citizenship from day one. The processing time? 3 to 6 months for citizenship approval, faster than most countries process simple visa applications. St. Kitts citizenship includes visa-free travel to over 150 countries, including the European Union, United Kingdom, and most of the Caribbean. The tax benefits rival any jurisdiction worldwide. No capital gains tax, no wealth tax, no inheritance tax for non-residents. Income tax only applies to locally sourced income. Here's the scenario most investors choose. Purchase a luxury resort share for $350,000. The resort manages the property as vacation rental. Earn passive income while holding citizenship. The property can be resold after 7 years while retaining citizenship. This creates an exit strategy that many other programs lack. St. Kitts allows dual citizenship without restrictions. Keep your original passport while gaining all citizenship benefits. Physical residence requirements? 0. Never live in St. Kitts if you prefer. The citizenship remains valid regardless. But the final island shifts everything. Because the entry price is lower, the benefits are wider, and one perk almost nobody talks about can change where investors choose to live. But St. Kitts pricing reflects its premium position. The final island offers similar benefits at a significantly lower cost. Grenada sits at the southern tip of the Caribbean like a spice-scented paradise, offering the region's best value proposition. Government-approved real estate investments start at just $270,000, the lowest minimum among all 5 islands. The upper range reaches $350,000 for luxury resort properties, still significantly below St. Kitts pricing for similar citizenship benefits. Grenada offers 2 distinct advantages over other Caribbean programs. First, visa-free travel includes China. one of only 5 Caribbean citizenship programs offering Chinese access. Second, Grenada citizens qualify for the E2 Investor Visa program in the United States. This provides a direct pathway to live and work in America. The processing time mirrors St. Kitts at 3 to 6 months. Government efficiency has improved dramatically over recent years. Grenada's citizenship includes the entire family. Spouse, dependent children, and dependent parents all qualify for inclusion in a single application. The tax structure follows Caribbean norms: no capital gains tax, no wealth tax. Territorial taxation system only taxes local income. Here's Grenada's unique selling proposition. Purchase a hotel suite for $300,000 in a government-approved resort. The resort guarantees minimum rental returns. Sell the property after 5 years while keeping citizenship forever. Many investors choose Grenada as their entry point into Caribbean citizenship. Lower costs, similar benefits, and unique access to both China and the United States. Physical residence requirements remain at 0. Obtain citizenship without ever visiting the island if circumstances require. But all 5 islands share one crucial requirement that catches many investors off guard: quick reset. Because everything from here gets overlooked most often. Due diligence processes have become increasingly strict across all programs. Background checks extend beyond simple criminal records. Financial source verification requires extensive documentation. Bank statements, tax returns, employment records, and business ownership details all face scrutiny. The process can take months before property purchase even begins. Each island also maintains approved property lists. You cannot buy any property and expect residency approval. Developers must receive government approval before marketing to citizenship investors. Timing matters significantly for all programs. Property markets fluctuate. Residency requirements change. Currency exchange rates impact total investment costs. The smart approach? Research all 5 options simultaneously. Compare total costs including legal fees, government fees, and ongoing obligations. Consider tax implications in your home country. Some jurisdictions tax worldwide income regardless of residency status. Others offer favorable treatment for foreign residents. Think long-term beyond the initial residency grant. Where do you want to live? What business opportunities exist? How will family members adapt to island life? The property investment represents just the entry fee. Living costs, education systems, healthcare quality, and social integration matter more for long-term happiness. Research visa-free travel benefits carefully. Not all passports offer equal global mobility. Business travelers need different access than vacation travelers. Consider professional requirements in your field. Doctors, lawyers, and licensed professionals face additional qualification requirements in most jurisdictions. The residency by investment industry continues evolving rapidly. New programs launch regularly. Existing programs modify requirements annually. Stay informed about program changes. What works today might not work tomorrow. Government priorities shift with political changes. But for those ready to make the investment, these 5 islands offer legitimate pathways to second residency or citizenship through real estate purchases. The opportunities exist, the programs operate transparently, the benefits justify the investment for many international families. Your next decision determines whether you remain stuck with single citizenship limitations or join the global mobility elite with multiple residency options. Check the link in the description for full relocation guides and updated visa rules.